At Lake Mills Family Dental, we prioritize kindness and respect while providing quality dentistry for all ages. I am Dr. Tao.
And I am Dr. Michael Melhoff. We offer a wide variety of procedures, including root canals, extractions, braces, and Invisalign.
We are now accepting new patients. Call now to make your appointment. We can't wait to meet you. Se habla español.
Handle tough laundry loads with the power of a Maytag washer in your laundry room. You can walk away while stains wash away with extra power to boost stain fighting on any wash cycle. Plus, the built-in water faucet makes it easy to give clothes a quick rinse or a long soak. Shop Maytag top-load washers today at Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Get ahead of HVAC headaches by scheduling your home's regular heating and cooling system tune-ups with the experts at Young Plumbing and Heating, your local Lennox dealer. Your air is worth the care. Regular preventative maintenance from Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's HVAC system is running efficiently. Catch any minor problems before they become major and ensure your home's air is the best quality for you and your family. Contact Young Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your home's next heating and cooling system tune-up. Call 641-592-5611 or visit online at youngph.com.
Dependable LP gas, delivered on time, every time. That's Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Since 2005, we've offered competitive pricing, flexible contract options, new tank installations, and exceptional service. Whether it's propane for your home, farm, or business, you can count on our local team for quick, efficient delivery and friendly support. Hanson LP Gas, your hometown choice for dependable propane.
Waldorf University allows students room to grow beyond just their major. Waldorf music education major and theater student Ethan Hexamer.
There's so many good professors. Right now I'm taking Magic Monsters and Heroes of the Middle Ages with Jonathan Clockie, and this is my first class with him, but he's really made an impact. He's made the classroom super engaging and a really positive environment to be in.
Expand your horizons at Waldorf University in Forest City. Find out more at waldorf.edu. Waldorf University, the AND school.
It's 2025. Is your checking account earning interest? With a Go Premium checking account from MBT Bank, you can earn an incredible 5.00% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 when qualifications are met. To qualify, have 15 debit card transactions and 1 ACH deposit or ACH auto debit per month. Open your account online or in person at any MBT Bank location. MBT Bank, member FDIC.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lake Mills here at the Lake Mills football field, just a little bit outside of the high school. And we are here for the kickoff of this season's football season here in North Iowa. My name is Josiah Cleveland. I'll be joined shortly by Coach Bill Burns. My dad's on the camera. As always, pleased to have you join us here on this beautiful Friday night and on August 29th here in North Iowa. This is our pregame show. Tonight's pregame show is proudly brought to you by Young Plumbing and Heating in Lake Mills, specializing in residential and commercial plumbing and heating and cooling systems.
Get ahead of HVAC headaches by scheduling your home's regular heating and cooling system tune-ups with the experts at Young Plumbing and Heating, your local Lennox dealer. Your air is worth the care. Regular preventative maintenance from Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's HVAC system is running efficiently. Catch any minor problems before they become major and ensure your home's air is the best quality for you and your family. Contact Young Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your home's next heating and cooling system tune-up. Call 641-592-5611 or visit online at youngph.com.
All right, we're back. Thank you to Young Plumbing and Heating for sponsoring the pregame. They'll sponsor that pregame all season long. Announcing the starters for Lake Mills, and Coach, looks like we might be starting a little early here.
Yeah, yep. That's first game. I think everybody's ready to go. Eagle Grove's ready to go, and they're out there, and so yeah, nothing wrong with that. But I was kind of worried about the heat today with, cramping and stuff like that. But now that we got some good cloud cover, and it's kind of cooled off a little bit, so it should be perfect.
Let's take a quick look at both of these teams. Lake Mills last year finished 4-5 overall. They were 4th in District A2 with a 3-3 district record. Of course, this year's district's different than last year. Lake Mills avoids both of West Hancock and St. Ansgar. They'll just have West Hancock in the district this year, but it should be an entertaining district. Obviously, tonight's contest with Eagle Grove, a not a district game, as well as next week's contest with Central Springs, but a good way to start the season here against the Eagles.
Right. So we haven't, I talked to one of Eagle Grove's assistants when I was coming up, and he said it's been 11 years since they've played up here, so a soon-to-be top of Iowa Conference school.
Correct. This is the final full season. Eagle Grove, Gardner, Hayfield, Ventura, and Forest City will be in the top of Iowa West. Obviously, conferences don't matter in football, but the volleyball season started last night. Those matter here. We are underway here in Lake Mills. The kickoff is returned by number 15, Caden Hausenstein, and he is brought down. The ball comes out at the end. Was he down by contact, or is it Lake Mills football? I haven't seen an official arm
trying
wave.
To figure out what's going on. Nope.
And it will be Eagle Grove football. Closest official to us here says, as he points towards the scoreboard here.
Yeah, that was close, but a decent kick by Nash. Of course, he's back as our kicker, and you always like it when the return guy from the other team runs sideways a lot. So they picked up minimal yards after the catch. So Eagle Grove comes out in a flex bone offense. That should look familiar.
Handoff's going to go up the middle, and a good chunk of yards on first down. Gets close to the marker.
So they are basically running a mirror of what Lake Mills has run the past several years. Lake Mills offense will look a little different this year. So it's triple option football. Not too many schools run it, but so you're going to have 2 schools here tonight that are running that. So they got a fullback, good-sized kid, I think a couple 100 pounds. He's their returning leading rusher, I think the Robinson kid.
Trenton Robinson, number 2,
Yep.
He had, I'll pull it up here in a second as Whipple takes the snap, hands it off once again up the gut, and that is plenty enough for a first down. First down of the season for the Eagles.
So
up to the 38-yard line.
Yep. Better job there by the Lake Mills defense after giving up about 9 on the first play. So Bulldogs should be familiar with what they do. Of course, flex bone offense, you want to establish that fullback, and then, of course, triple option. The quarterback, depending what he reads, he can pull it, run it himself, or pitch it.
Robinson last year is a sophomore, 98 carries, 579 yards, just under 6 yards per carry. So a really efficient back for the Eagles. Motion in the backfield. It will be pitched off to the motion man on the left side. Makes one man miss and gets brought down after about 5 yards. That's number 17, Aaron Alaines, the ball carrier there.
Yep. Corbin Obley had a chance, right, for about a 1-yard gain, but just tough angle, kind of slid off. He was being blocked at the time too. So far, Eagle Grove's doing a nice job up front, averaging 5, 6, 7 yards a carry. Looks like size-wise similar. Lake Mills is in there 4-3. Josiah Geldall is in the middle of that linebacking crew. 6'4", 220-pounder. They're going to come toss this way. Got to make that
Breaks
tackle.
one tackle,
Good.
and
Good.
big hit there.
Yep, good job by the defense there. So on defense, Josiah is the number 59. He is definitely the leader of that defense. As I said, 6'4", 220 pounds, came on towards the end of the year, and he sits right in the middle of that defense, and look to him flow a lot from left to right, and he'll be exciting to watch this year.
Yeah, with all the seniors that graduated on that defensive side of the ball, he was second last year on the team in total tackles as a junior. So, yeah, as you said, definitely the leader of this defensive squad. And third and short, looking for a big stop here, just on the Eagles side of midfield. The handoff goes up the middle. I'm not sure if he got it. It's going to be close to the marker, just to the 48. I think that's the line he needed to get. It'll depend on the official spot. They're going to give him the first down.
So that was a familiar play. Just a little belly off the right side, and the tackle blocks down, the guard kicks out. Lake Mills has run that a lot in the past few years with good success.
So a fresh set of downs here for the Eagles.
Bulldogs need to do a better job on first down. They can't be giving up 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
Whipple under center, hands it off right up the middle. And another good chunk on first down for Eagle Grove as they cross midfield. Now in Bulldog territory at the Lake Mills 49-yard line.
You know, early in the year, the Eagle Grove's moving the ball, but early in the year, if they drive it 80 yards on you, there's a good chance that maybe something will go wrong there, whether it's a penalty or turnover. But so far, they've driven it about 30 yards or so.
8 minutes left in this opening quarter of the 2025 football season. Motion in the backfield. Whipple's going to counter it, and there's a good read by the Bulldog defensive front.
Calvin Rugness did his job, stayed in his gap. Little misdirection on the counter, and nothing doing.
Officially no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. And I don't know, we might have our first pass of the year. Only 8 attempts last year for Whipple as he was slotted behind senior Brett Asherle. But he was 4 for 8 in those 8 attempts through the air. We'll see if they go through the air here.
We got 2 receivers to the top of the formation. Going to run some motion here. They're going to go toss. Gotta turn that in. Nice play, defense. Good job. Zach Steeney did a great job turning that in from his safety spot. Exactly what he's supposed to do. The guy in the edge can turn that in, then everybody else is coming to the party, and so it's 4th and 6?
Looks like they got 1, yeah, 4th and 6. And Eagle Grove's going to use a timeout here with 6:48 left in the first quarter.
I think it's an official
timeout.
Yep.
I thought he said white time. He said my time.
Yep.
Okay.
I think they had an injury, and they just wanted to make sure to get him off there. So.
All right, now the clock will wind,
Yep.
and
so, looks
4th and 6 at the 48
they
and a
are
half
gonna
yard
at
line.
least try to go for it.
Under center is the quarterback, Whipple. There he's going to
Run a
roll out
bootleg.
to the left, looking. A lot of congestion. Now moving to his left. He'll throw it
should be
up.
picked.
That is
Yeah, good job,
not intercepted.
defense.
Incomplete. Good coverage there.
Yep, Mason Helgeson, freshman, with the coverage. Great job.
So that'll force a turnover on downs. And the Bulldogs will have their first crack on offense here. We'll see our first look at quarterback Asher Stentrud. Of course, Hayden Helgeson, quarterback last year, the year before, graduated.
Yep.
And I think Asher had 1 attempt last year.
Yep, 1 attempt. So, Asher's learning the offense, and he's got to step up this year and run this offense. So we're going to start out in the old I formation here. We're going to get the ball to Nash Delger, I'm guessing.
Snap hits the ground, and the handoff is in the backfield, as well as Nash in the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss of what looks like 5 yards.
Yep, so I think Asher was just a little bit antsy in getting out from under center there. And so get those nerves out of the way. But you saw an old I formation there with the fullback and the Nash at tailback. And there's going to be times where Lake Mills will line up that way. Just Nash is extremely dynamic with the ball in his hands. So I know Coach Kurtz wants to get it to him as much as he can. We're going to come out here and 2 receivers here to the offensive left.
Shotgun formation for Stentrud. He will pitch it off, and a lot of white jerseys in the backfield, but Steeny makes a man miss, and now he's trucking forward towards midfield, and he's going to get, it looks like 1 yard on a play that was destined for negative yardage.
I think he almost picked up 6 yards, Josiah, so we got that.
Oh, I see what I said.
Got all those
1 yard plus past the original.
Yep, exactly, so.
It will still be 3rd and long, but still a very productive play there on 2nd down. 3rd and 9 officially, right at midfield. Ball is right in the center of that Bulldog paw painted on center field here, and in the shotgun again is Stentrud.
Got a bunch formation, which means 3 receivers to the left. Going to run some toss, and not much there, maybe half a yard at most.
Falling forward for about 1. We'll bring it up 4th and 8.
Looks like we're going to bring the punt unit in, which is the smart thing to do.
That was Austin Manis on the carry.
That's his first official ever carry. He has been a lineman for 3 years. Austin Manis, number 24. They don't have anybody back deep, so Nash usually does rugby style, so if he can get a good roll here, he can maybe really flip some field position here.
And he does get the punt off. It takes a little bit of a higher
Yep.
bounce, but will settle down at the 22.
Yep.
Flips the field position, and the Bulldogs will be back on defense. They got to stop the last time, looking for more of the same here as the Eagle Grove offense, and Adrian Whipple will come back out for their second drive. 3:55 left in the opening quarter here. Still no score. Josiah Cleveland, Coach Bill Burns with you here from Lake Mills, and officially the 21-yard line starting field position for Eagle Grove. Whipple under center. Hands it off right up the middle, and he gets out of it. Does Robinson look like he was stuffed for no gain? Somehow squeezes his way out to the left and gets 5.
Yep, too high. Boys are too high, so we'll just go through the starters. It looks like in this series up front, we got Lee Frugney at a defensive end. Corbin Obley at D end, Jacoby Anderson at 1 tackle, Lane Sprecher at another tackle. We mentioned Josiah at linebacker, Austin Manis at linebacker, Isaiah Torres in the secondary, Helgeson, Delger Steeny, and Christian.
2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
Counter coming back the other way.
This
that
is
tackle,
number 17, Elena's second carry on the evening, and he gets close to the marker, about a half-yard shy, 3rd and short.
They just signaled the first down.
Well, they do give him the first down.
Yep, so once again, a couple missed tackles there. So Bulldogs got to do a better job. They're there. It's not like they're getting blown off the ball, and just got to tackle.
And that's not completely unexpected. First game of the year. You know, I saw it last night with Colin Belmont volleyball. Things that you like, you're going to see some things you don't like, and that's just how it goes. You scrimmage some guys, but this is a real true competition, and that looked like
there's a ball.
Muff on the snap.
Yeah, I think the quarterback got in a little bit of a hurry because the play clock was down to about 0 there, and so it's the first negative play for Eagle Grove offense. And that's what mentioned a little bit ago. We got to be better on first down defensively.
Looks like they do get about a half yard.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Second and long here from the 32 of Eagle Grove. Eagles on offense here, working left to right.
Pass.
Looking back to throw the second time, looking down the left side. He's got a man. I don't know if the man saw the pass, and he did late. It goes through his hands. Is that 23, Gavin Peterson?
I think it's number, yes.
23, Gavin Peterson, one of the captains on this team. A junior was the intended target.
Yep, he had us beat. So he got behind our corner over there, so got to do a better job.
Good throw as well from
Yeah,
Whipple.
it
He had it right in his breadbasket, just wasn't able to bring it in, maybe a little late. Looking for the football. Bulldogs catch a break. It's third and long here from the 32. 1:45 left in the opening quarter here from Lake Mills. Whipple under center. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and nothing doing for the Eagles.
Yep, so punt unit's coming in, so Bulldog defense is settled in, and Nash is going to go back deep, so hopefully he gets a chance to get his hands on it.
It is Gavin Peterson punting. Punt is end over end. It's going to bounce and roll a little bit out of bounds, about the 25.
Yep. So good punt.
On the 28-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Good punt for the Eagle Grove Eagles. So Bulldogs will get their second shot here.
They officially spotted at the 28-yard line, so it'll be 72 yards to go to find the end zone.
So,
Minute 3 left in the quarter.
So looking at the offense here, we've got Calvin Rugnes at center, Lane Sprecher at one guard. Can't tell who the other guard is. Josiah, I believe. Tackles are Obley and Rugney. Looks like Madison in the backfield. I'll get to the receivers in a sec.
Stentry takes a snap, looks to throw. He will throw a screen pass. High catch by Nash Delger. He's going to cut it towards the middle. There's a late penalty thrown from the defensive backfield. The ball does come out. It is recovered by Eagle Grove. We'll see for the marker, though. Typically, comes from the defensive backfield. You like to think it's on the defense, but we'll see.
Yep. Nope, it's on the Bulldogs. Holding.
That penalty obviously going to be declined, and the fumble will stand. So Eagle Grove in some good field position here.
I'd like to see that again. You know, it looked like maybe Close Nash's knees were almost down, but officials were a lot closer than we were. So that was a kind of like a tunnel screen there, trying to get the ball in Nash's hands, and good play until the fumble.
So back on defense go the Bulldogs in motion here. Looking to throw is Whipple. He has a man. It's tripped up over a Bulldog that was tripped. That was number 8 for Lake Mills that
Landon Christian, yep.
Tripped the receiver up. I think he was looking for a flag. There was none thrown, so it's 2nd and 10.
I think that was a little bit almost of accidental contact there, incidental contact.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33 of Lake Mills. Whipple takes the snap,
some option.
pitches it off to the outside. A lot of open field, one man to beat, and he does not beat him. Leland Spencer, the ball carrier, gets a good chunk of yardage. Not enough, though, for a first down. It'll make it 3rd and 2.
Yeah, so Mason Helgeson's the corner out there, and, he's a freshman, so he was unblocked, but he just kind of waited. He waited and waited instead of as soon as he, read that play, he needed to get his foot in the ground and get upfield.
Whistles below here.
Mason's got some good skills.
Reset the play clock.
Do we only have 10 guys out there? Or somebody came off? Oh, yeah, looks like Josiah came off. Some blood maybe or equipment.
Handoff up the middle, lowering the shoulder and plowing forward for extra yardage is the Eagles ball carrier. Couldn't quite see the number.
Evans on the tackle for the Bulldogs. First down, the Bulldog 15-yard line.
And I think they will take the play to the end of the period as the clock strikes 0. We're still looking for our first score here from Lake Mills as the first 12 minutes are in the books. Eagles are in good field position to score the first points of the season. Bulldogs looking for a takeaway. When we come back on the other side of this quick break, we'll hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll have the second quarter right after this here on KIOW.com.
Stendard Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendard Insurance is there for you. Stendard Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Whether it's homework, working from home, or streaming your favorite show, connect and protect what matters most with WCTA Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. You can control your network, set limits, block content, and keep threats out. Download our Managed Wi-Fi app today and enjoy 3 months of Security Plus free. Plus, new internet customers receive a $50 bill credit. Call 800-592-6105 to learn more or sign up today. WCTA, customer service you can count on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lake Mills, and Josiah Cleveland, Coach Bill Burns with you here tonight. And what has turned out to be a little bit of a chilly August evening, but second quarter beginning. Eagles on 1st and 10 from the 15 of Lake Mills. Handoff will go to Robinson, number 2, off the right side. They're going to spot it for about 6 yards.
6, yep, so just a plain belly, or just not a belly play, but just a typical triple option play.
Ball's about the 9-yard line, second down.
They do spot it at the 9 for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for Eagle Grove. Whipple gets under center. Motion in the backfield.
Fullback.
That is Robinson on the carry once again on the right side.
Yep, he did a really nice job of sliding that out a hole. And so it looks like he's picked up a first down inside the 5.
First and goal from the 4 for Eagle Grove. Looking to capitalize on the Bulldog turnover that found them in good field position. Lake Mills looking for a turnover of their own here. Whipple gets under center. Robinson in the backfield. The handoff will go his way, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Maybe even the half-yard line.
Yeah, it's just tough to get a stop there. 200-pound fullback there.
Have to think they're probably going to go back to him. We'll see.
You would think so.
He is lined up in the backfield. Only one back there. There's motion now in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback keeper.
Oh, yeah, good job.
And he squeezes into the end zone. Late call. I'm with you, Coach. I thought maybe his knee was down short, and he kind of, the way he's tackled, it was tackled backwards, not falling forward.
Got spun around.
But they say no, it's in the end zone. 6 points on the board for Eagle Grove. 9:55 left in this first half. We have our first points of the season.
See if we can't get a stop here. They're not going to kick the PAT. Going to go for 2.
That was something I also saw. They did not attempt any PATs last year at all. So it's not unsurprising here.
Oh,
Gives
nice
it to
job.
Robinson. Oh, and Robinson with a second effort will dive into the end zone. They tried some misdirection there on the flip fake. And it was Robinson all the way on the left side. He was stopped short, but
Yep, Josiah had a huge hit, but didn't wrap, and so, first game, we got some guys look like they're hurting a little bit shape-wise, but that's just you got to play some games, get in shape.
So the score is now 8-0 in favor of the visitors with 9:55 left in the second quarter. Bulldogs will get the ball back, and defense got put in a little bit of a tough spot with that turnover there, and went back and did look at the replay on the Nash fumble. You were right. He was close to being down, but I think maybe it came out right before. But either way, there's no replay, nothing you can do about it.
Right.
And now offense, you got to wipe that memory of the goldfish and wipe it from your memory and put a drive together here.
Yep, absolutely.
First time we're seeing the return group out there as well, and something that stayed consistent in terms of returners from last year, as Steeney and Delger are the two guys deep back. So a lot of turnover on this team with graduating seniors, but that's something that stayed the same. So see if they can get this offense into a good starting field position with a good return here. And the squib kick.
Let's go out of bounds. Oh, no.
It stays in bounds. It's picked up by Delger. He's trying to work the sideline. He's got the sideline. One man to beat. Now he's going to cut the other way. Nash Delger pulled down from behind, but there's a good return, good field position across the Bulldog 45. It'll be marked at the 46, I think. So what looked like it was going to go out of bounds, it didn't. Went the other way, came back towards the field of play, and Delger made something out of what looked like a whole lot of nothing. And that's just the kind of player he is.
Absolutely. That's mentioned earlier, dynamic when the ball's in his hands. So, absolutely.
It's good starting field position for Lake Mills. We'll see if they can put a drive together here. Stentrud in the gun. Motion. He's going to look to throw. It's going to be a quick pass to Delger. Makes one man miss. Lowers the shoulder and gets spun around. Close to a first down. Looks like 8 yards on the first down short completion. Good effective play there for Lake Mills. It'll be second and short.
Just a nice little short pass. Get it in Nash's hands.
Spotted at the just inside the 44 of Eagle Grove, so across midfield. 2nd and 1, they mark it.
We're playing Eagle Grove, more of the traditional 4-4.
Quarterback keeper, Stentrud's got some space, and he's got a first down and a lot more. Just a quarterback draw there. And defense looked like they were respecting the motion from Nash. Right after the snap, a whole lot of open grass right in front of the center.
There was, and if we can get Asher going north and south, he can go. So looks like Bulldogs are getting a little something figured out. So as I mentioned, looks like they're playing a traditional 4-4, so 4-man front with 4 linebackers. More of a 4-3, I guess. More of a 4-3.
Delger in motion. He will get the handoff, moving left to right. Falls forward. Another good pickup on first down. 7 yards for Delger. And, Coach, as you said, get this guy some touches.
Absolutely.
Inside the 30, down to the 28. 2nd and 2 is what our scoreboard says here. 8 minutes and counting here in this first half. Score is 8-0. Eagle Grove capitalizing on a turnover in the short field. Bulldogs looking to respond here on their first drive since those points were scored. Steeny now in motion. He'll receive it going the opposite
Yep.
direction. Tries to make one man miss. He does, moving
He's
to the
got some wheels.
outside, and he'll get
Nice.
pushed out of bounds. First down. That 1-2 punch with Delger and Steeny getting this offense going here on these outside runs.
Yep, absolutely. And that's, without, an established fullback coming back or someone with a lot of experience, they might lean on those guys a little bit more tonight than the fullback, but we're still going to have to establish the fullback in there eventually.
7:33 left in this half. 1st and 10 from the 18 in the red zone for the first time on this young season. Stentrud's going to keep
There
it
you go.
again.
Get
He's
in
on the
there.
outside. He's got a
gonna-
lot of room, and
Nice.
he's going
Close.
to
He's
truck
close.
forward. Close to that first down marker. We are on the left side of the 50, so once it gets over here, it's kind of difficult to see, especially when they're in that corner. But first
Looks like we're
down
about the
is
ace or so.
just around the corner. 2nd and 1.
Yep.
9-yard pickup inside the 10.
Yep.
Bulldog offense getting some chunk plays here on this drive. 2 receivers on either side.
Like
the
back.
snap. Stentrud looks to the right. It's a high throw, but it is caught by Zach
First
Steeny
down,
for
first
a
down.
first down. First and goal for the Bulldogs. We'll see where they officially mark it.
I'm guessing the Bulldogs are going to try to get to the edge. It looked like Eagle Grove was bringing the backers, or at least one of them in the A gap there, right up the middle.
Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line, so it's first and goal from the 8. 6:21 left in the half. Plenty of time.
Now we're back to that I formation, fullback, tailback. Gonna go toss here. Nope.
Handoff.
So
Spinning.
on that football.
And holding on to the football is Delger.
Run a little counter play. Fullback goes one way and tailback goes the other.
Robinson on the tackle for the Eagles.
Tackled by Robinson of Eagle Grove. 2 yards on the gain. 2nd and goal from the 6. On the right hash, I see if maybe we can.
Looks like we're staying in the eye. I bet we try to, once again, try to get it to Nash.
Nash is in the backfield.
Oh, here we
Movement
go, here we go.
up front. Everybody on a white jersey in the front of the line, jumping the gun there. Penalty markers fly. Encroachment is the call.
Yeah, good job.
That'll be a 3-yard penalty. 2nd and goal now from the 3. Bulldogs break the huddle.
Once again, Manis at fullback, Delger at tailback. 2 receivers to the right. Again, 15, trying to jump the count. Put it at the 1.5.
Encroachment against the Eagles, half the distance to the goal.
Caden Howenstein, a junior linebacker there, the guilty party.
Yep, just trying to guess the snap count and get in there and cause some havoc.
Now under 5 minutes in the half. Bulldogs at the Eagle Grove 2. 2nd and goal. Stentrud will come up under center. Manis in the backfield as well as Delger. It's Delger on the carry. He gets tripped up, and he will be shy of the goal line. Hard to tell if they gave him a yard or if they do. 1 yard on the gain. 3rd and goal from the... Oh, now they mark it back at the 2.
See if we can just sneak it in for 2 yards. I don't see anybody over the center. So now we're back to a spread formation, 2 receivers left and 2 receivers right. like a middle linebacker right in the middle. Should be able to get in, and he does.
On the left side, in for a first touchdown of the 2025 season. It's the senior Zach Steeney scoring 6 for the Bulldogs, who now cut it to an 8-6 ball game. You've got to imagine they're going to try to tie it up here with 4:02 left in the half.
Yep, nice job. A little triple option there. Got the pitch out. We got a nice block. I'm not sure who it was out there on the edge.
So a 2-point conversion here to try to square us up at 8. Stenchard coming out from the sideline here with about 17 on the play clock. Still plenty of time here as the huddle will break. They'll get lined up with about 7.
Trips formation to the right.
Snap to Stenchard. The pass a little bit too high for Steeney, so the conversion attempt is no good, but the touchdown on the board. Zach Steeney scores 6, and our new score here with 4:02 left in the first half is Eagle Grove 8, Lake Mills 6. We're going to take a quick break, hear some words from our sponsors, and come back for the kickoff here from Lake Mills.
You didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block serves over 2 million businesses like yours every year. From daycare providers to home contractors and realtors, we've seen it all. Find a tax expert who understands the ins and outs of your industry. Visit our offices in Forest City or Garner and start your small business taxes today.
In Forest City, call 641-585-3751, and in Garner, call 641-923-3169.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked Nyack students if we would recommend Nyack to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. Nyack is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose Nyack first.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josiah Cleveland, Coach Bill Burns here with you. 6-8 our score. Lake Mills trails Eagle Grove by a couple. They're ready to kick it off here from the 40. 4:02 left in the first half.
I think, if Bulldogs can once again make Eagle Grove drive it, 60, 70 yards. They've stopped them a couple times that way, but just turning over at the 20 was tough. But that was a really good drive for the Bulldogs, very well executed.
Yeah, they found something that seems to work.
Yep, nice kick.
Muffed kick as well, but he'll pick it up. And this is Robinson trying to make some men miss. He makes a couple guys miss until he is wrapped up. And that muff really kind of setting the Eagles back there.
Yep.
Robinson, a dynamic ball player. Who knows? He feels that cleanly, gets out to the 30, 35. Instead, they're going to be stuck starting at the 20.
Yep, I think the officials are going to take a timeout for a water break. First game of the year, and it was warm today. Still in the 70s, so give them an extra water break.
So we mentioned the new district coach, new district opponents this year. AGWSR, we're going back to Ackley. We started the season a couple of years ago over there, and BCLUW, I don't believe we've played them in quite some time.
Probably about 6 years ago or so, somewhere in there we did for 2 years,
Belmont Clemmy, as you mentioned, should be much improved this year.
Improved.
Obviously, Lake Mills. Newman Catholic also in the district. They played next week's opponent last night. Central Springs getting a 28-27 win last night. A lot of games being played on Thursday with unfortunately, some officiating numbers are down, so you got to spread out the schedule a little bit. This is a PSA. If you want to be involved in the high school game, become an official.
Absolutely.
They are always needed, all sports, and then West Fork, and then the favorite, West Hancock, number 1 in the class in the preseason poll, runners-up from last season.
Yep, so some things never change with West Hancock football. Comes a toss. Oh, yep, we got a blindside block coming.
And then a big hit trio of purple jerseys all over number 15, Caden Hausenstein.
Yep,
or Howenstein, excuse me.
There's going to be a blindside block on Mason Helgeson or Landon Christian, I'm not sure. So that'll be a personal foul. So what that means by blindside is basically you have to let your opponent bring his head around. And even when you do, you got to lead with your hands. So, back in the day, we called it lighting somebody up or whatever, a blindside block. They didn't see you coming. And, for safety reasons at all levels of football for the most part. They've done away with that. So
even in the professional game, the NFL and CFL, you don't see those highlight. You go on YouTube, you see the old 80s, 90s highlight pack. You just don't have that anymore.
No.
But like you said, player safety is the number one priority when it comes to football.
Yep. So that block or hit was on Landon Christian. So that's going to set him back, and so good for the Bulldogs. Eagle Grove's all the way back to about the 11-yard line.
1st and 20 on the scoreboard. 3:35 left in the half. Whipple hands it off, and not a whole lot going there for Robinson on the carry.
Yep, trying to see who's coming out of that pile. Looks like Jacoby Anderson. Nice job. Usually when we're in a 4-man front and we're playing what's called a stack defense, so we're head up on our D tackles are head up on their guards, and then we're shooting the A gap, which is the gap between the center on each side, and looks like Jacoby did that and got to the legs of the fullback, which is what you need to do.
2 yards on the gain. You'll take that 8 days a week if you're Lake Mills.
Yep. Same defense. If you're at home, you can see our D tackles are head up on their guards.
Motion in the backfield. They'll flip it to the motion man. Coming around the outside and brought down after another minimal gain.
Yep. Josiah again. Josiah flows really well. By flowing, I mean he goes from left to right really well, or right to left, wherever the play's going.
That was number 20, Leland Spencer on the carry. Brings up 3rd down and about 14.
So here, the defensive backs will probably loosen up a little bit here, and they could maybe try and go for a fade or something deep, or they could try and throw a screen. Opportunity for the Bulldog defense. They're in tight formation, though, so I would still back up my guys just a little bit.
Spencer in motion. They're going to try to look to the left. Quarterback Whipple now going the other way, keeping his head downfield. Now he's going to throw it deep. It's underthrown. Jump ball is caught.
Yep, jump ball was caught. Man, what a play.
It looked like it popped out at the end.
It almost did. Yep. There's an official right there, but it did look like it popped out.
But the official says 1st down, and kind of a play that didn't look like it was going anywhere. Quarterback Whipple kept the play alive, kept his eyes downfield, and found his receiver.
Big height advantage there. I think it was 23 that came up with it.
Gavin Peterson, yes. Hand off up the middle here, and about 4 or 5 on this 1st down carry. 1:23 left in the half. That carry will bring the Eagles offense across midfield to the 46 of Lake Mills. 4-yard gain there. 70 seconds left in the half, and Eagle Grove still with all 3 timeouts. Whipple under center. He's going to go back to pass. Looks throwing deep. He's got it's caught. Oh my word! Touchdown, Eagle Grove. Gavin Peterson on the catch. Back shoulder throw. He adjusted, caught it. 2 guys on defense were there, and he beat them both for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's tough play for the Bulldogs. Nash Delger was right there. In fact, he went for the interception there, and I don't know, it almost looked like it went through Nash's hands or off his hands maybe a little bit, but quarterback, nice throw, and so Bulldogs give up a big one. 51 seconds to go for the score.
That'll push the lead up to 8. They'll look to push it to 10 here with a successful 2-point attempt. They are 1 for 1 so far. Whipple under center.
Oh,
Two men
guys
in motion.
Yep.
That'll blow a whistle.
Yep.
And move them back. Good deal for the Bulldogs. That just kind of just missed. They don't know which guy was supposed to move. Moving both of them towards the center there.
So, in option football, one of those wing backs is going to be in motion, and they just got mixed up. So.
That's the call, illegal motion.
Yep.
And they'll move the spot of the ball back to the 7.
So the Bulldogs got, if we can get a decent return, we got a couple timeouts left too, so get a stop here. It's a big stop.
Motion in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Robinson.
Yep.
He's wrapped up and brought down by Calvin Rognes.
I think it was Josiah, wasn't it? 59.
Yes, this is the sheet is kind of off center. So yes, it was 59, but yes.
So the Bulldogs, I'm sure, will go into their 2-minute offense. They practiced it yesterday, or actually Wednesday. So I go out and just help a little bit, a couple nights a week, practice, and they definitely did work on that. So we'll see what Coach Kurtz wants to do, or maybe just regroup and maybe depending on the return yardage here.
Coming out of halftime, Lake Mills will receive as well, but I agree with you, Coach. Depending on how big of a return here.
If we can get it, to the 40 or beyond the 40, then I think you take a couple chances, and if you only get it to the 30.
And we saw that last drive on offense, chunk plays.
Yep.
So definitely within the realm of scoring, and Lake Mills does have a kicker.
They do.
In Nash, so if they get within range, maybe steal 3 points here at the end of the half.
Yep. Pre-game warm-ups, I saw him put it through the goalpost from 40, so.
Back deep for the Bulldogs.
Christian Schild back on.
Yep, I think I would
to kick for the Eagles.
I think I would scoot up even more.
Last time he squibbed it, he's going to squib it again here. It's going to take one bounce, get picked up by Zach Steeney.
Yep.
He's going to try to cut through the middle of this Eagles return defense. He does get across the 40 to the 42. There's 46.1 seconds left in the first half, so good field position to start.
Bulldogs will take over.
See what the Bulldogs can do here on this first couple plays. As you just mentioned, Coach, 2 timeouts in the pocket of Coach Kurtz. First and 10 from the 42. 46.1 in the half remaining.
So tight formation here. We got trips to the offensive right, and Nash is going to go in motion. Or excuse me.
It's going to be a keeper for Asher Centrude. Oh, my goodness. He gets tripped up by number 11, Camden Sisson. Camden making a big tackle there.
Yep, he had some room. We're going no huddle here. But by running the ball, you got 6-7 yards, but you're losing a lot of time.
Steeney motion again. Hands it off again. This time it is Manis on the carry. He's going to get the first down. That'll stop the clock momentarily.
Got to get lined up. Got to get lined up. Got to get lined up.
Clock
Probably
still.
gonna spike it here.
Now it's going to run. Clock is ticking down to 12 seconds in the half. Ball's at the 44 of Eagle Grove. 9 seconds left. The snap. Stentrude's looking down the sideline. He's going to take a shot. The pass is out of bounds with 3.3 seconds left. And now it's chuck it deep time, I think.
Yep. Probably would have taken a timeout there and just give yourself another 2 or 3 plays possibly. But
Coach Kurtz will use one of his 2 remaining here and dig deep into that playbook, see if there's anything that he likes to run here on the final play, what should be the final play, barring a penalty of this first half of the opening game of the 2025 season. It's kind of being a quick game, I feel like.
Yeah, it is, yep. So
We did start a little early.
Yeah,
It's
a little
only
early, and
it's only 7:41.
a couple long drives by each team. Eagle Grove had that opening drive that didn't end up with points, and the Bulldogs had a long drive, probably 5 to 6 minutes. And
Coming up here is our halftime show. Halftime sponsor, Storby Seed, is our sponsor. They are going to be the halftime sponsor all season long, so stay with us here. In just a few moments, we'll have the halftime show. The marching band ready for their first performance of the season as well. Lake Mills Marching Band, always one of the top marching bands in the North Iowa area.
Yep.
3.3 seconds left in the half. Bulldogs down to what should be the final play of the half. 3 receivers off to the left, single receiver to the right. Stentry takes the snap. He's looking, throws it deep, and a jump ball is going to be intercepted by the Eagles. And that will be the end of the half. No harm there.
No.
Just trying to look for a play. That is probably one of the more likely outcomes on a play like that, but that will mark the end of the first half, Coach.
If you get a pass interference or something like that. But, yeah, pretty well played half. But, 2 big plays that went Eagle Grove's way. The fumble deep in Bulldog territory by the Bulldogs, and then, the long touchdown pass where it looked like we had a shot at maybe even picking that ball off, and, somehow the football snuck through. So, I think going into half, Bulldogs, they obviously, talk about some things to improve, but there's, I think there's a lot of hope there, and definitely can come out and we get the ball first. And, so.
Just a one-score game.
Yep, one-score game, absolutely.
All right, coming up is our halftime show, and as I mentioned, tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills, where every day is seed day. Find out more at storbyseed.com. We'll have that halftime show for you in just a few minutes. We'll recap more of this first half, and I'll see if I can get some updates from other scores in our area as well. So stay with us here on KIOW.com. The Storby Seed halftime show coming right up.
Imagine a seed dealership where 100% exclusive Asgrow DeKalb genetics are sold, where they treat your seed corn with 40 pounds of nitrogen from Pivot Bio, protect your seed beans from disease. Then they deliver that seed to your farm or field. Meanwhile, a variable rate script shows up on your monitor, ready to plant. Once that plant emerges, a drone flies over to count populations and scout the plant's health. When fall starts, that place calibrates your yield monitor and manages your data. With that data, you make informed decisions like where to buy your inputs. Where is this place? Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Summer heat, stormy weather, road construction, all these things take a toll on your vehicle. If it's time to get a new one, come see us at Forest City Ford. This is Michelle, and we have over 60 vehicles in stock, including 2025 Escapes, Mavericks, Broncos, Explorers, F-150s, and more. We can find or order any vehicle you want. Come see us now at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of Highways 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online anytime at forestcityford.com.
Get ahead of HVAC headaches by scheduling your home's regular heating and cooling system tune-ups with the experts at Young Plumbing and Heating, your local Lennox dealer. Your air is worth the care. Regular preventative maintenance from Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's HVAC system is running efficiently. Catch any minor problems before they become major and ensure your home's air is the best quality for you and your family. Contact Young Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your home's next heating and cooling system tune-up. Call 641-592-5611 or visit online at youngph.com.
Imagine a seed dealership where 100% exclusive Asgrow DeKalb genetics are sold, where they treat your seed corn with 40 pounds of nitrogen from Pivot Bio, protect your seed beans from disease. Then they deliver that seed to your farm or field. Meanwhile, a variable rate script shows up on your monitor, ready to plant. Once that plant emerges, a drone flies over to count populations and scout the plant's health. When fall starts, that place calibrates your yield monitor and manages your data. With that data, you make informed decisions like where to buy your inputs. Where is this place? Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
At Lake Mills Family Dental, we prioritize kindness and respect while providing quality dentistry for all ages. I am Dr. Tal.
And I am Dr. Michael Melhoff. We offer a wide variety of procedures, including root canals, extractions, braces, and Invisalign.
We are now accepting new patients. Call now to make your appointment. We can't wait to meet you. Se habla español.
Handle tough laundry loads with the power of a Maytag washer in your laundry room. You can walk away while stains wash away with extra power to boost stain fighting on any wash cycle. Plus, the built-in water faucet makes it easy to give clothes a quick rinse or a long soak. Shop Maytag top-load washers today at Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Farmers, are you adding to or upgrading your grain handling system? Grow Electric in Lake Mills can help. We have specialized in agricultural electric needs for more than 40 years and take pride in the quality of work and service we provide. Steve and his experienced team will get your grain handling equipment running, standing behind their work. To get your project scheduled, contact Grow Electric in Lake Mills today. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
Dependable LP gas, delivered on time, every time. That's Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Since 2005, we've offered competitive pricing, flexible contract options, new tank installations, and exceptional service. Whether it's propane for your home, farm, or business, you can count on our local team for quick, efficient delivery and friendly support. Hanson LP Gas, your hometown choice for dependable propane.
Waldorf University allows students room to grow beyond just their major. Waldorf music education major and theater student Ethan Hexamer.
There's so many good professors. Right now I'm taking Magic Monsters and Heroes of the Middle Ages with Jonathan Clockey. And this is my first class with him, but he's really made an impact. He's made the classroom super engaging and a really positive environment to be in.
Expand your horizons at Waldorf University in Forest City. Find out more at waldorf.edu. Waldorf University, the and school.
It's 2025. Is your checking account earning interest? With a Go Premium checking account from MBT Bank, you can earn an incredible 5.00% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 when qualifications are met. To qualify, have 15 debit card transactions and 1 ACH deposit or ACH auto debit per month. Open your account online or in person at any MBT Bank location. MBT Bank, member FDIC.
Stendard Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendard Insurance is there for you. Stendard Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Whether it's homework, working from home, or streaming your favorite show, connect and protect what matters most with WCTA Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. You can control your network, set limits, block content, and keep threats out. Download our Managed Wi-Fi app today and enjoy 3 months of Security Plus free. Plus, new internet customers receive a $50 bill credit. Call 800-592-6105 to learn more or sign up today. WCTA, customer service you can count on.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked Nyack students if we would recommend Nyack to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. Nyack is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose Nyack first.
Summer heat, stormy weather, road construction, all these things take a toll on your vehicle. If it's time to get a new one, come see us at Forest City Ford. This is Michelle, and we have over 60 vehicles in stock, including 2025 Escapes, Mavericks, Broncos, Explorers, F-150s, and more. We can find or order any vehicle you want. Come see us now at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of Highways 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online anytime at forestcityford.com.
You didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block serves over 2 million businesses like yours every year. From daycare providers to home contractors and realtors, we've seen it all. Find a tax expert who understands the ins and outs of your industry. Visit our offices in Forest City or Garner and start your small business taxes today.
In Forest City, call 641-585-3751. And in Garner, call 641-923-3169.
Imagine a seed dealership where 100% exclusive Asgrow DeKalb genetics are sold, where they treat your seed corn with 40 pounds of nitrogen from Pivot Bio, protect your seed beans from disease. Then they deliver that seed to your farm or field. Meanwhile, a variable rate script shows up on your monitor, ready to plant. Once that plant emerges, a drone flies over to count populations and scout the plant's health. When fall starts, that place calibrates your yield monitor and manages your data. With that data, you make informed decisions like where to buy your inputs. Where is this place? Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Welcome back to Lake Mills, ladies and gentlemen. Josiah Cleveland and Coach Bill Burns here with you. About 5 minutes left in the halftime break. Halftime show, again, sponsored by Storby Seed. Thank you to them for sponsoring that all season long. We have a 14-6 ball game here. The Bulldogs trail by 8 around our area as well. 34-0. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. The Clear Lake Lions, number 4 team in Class 3A, leading the Forest City Indians in Clear Lake. Over in Britt, the West Hancock Eagles. Coach, we thought maybe the score is on the wrong side. It is 27. There, they just fixed it. 27-0. West Hancock leading Garner Hayfield Ventura, and that one Belmont Clemmy trailing Clarion Goldfield Dows and Clarion 22-0. That is a non-district game. Belmont Clemmy, part of Lake Mills District here this year. Let's see. Northwood Kensett is playing Cedar Ridge Christian. They are in a good one. That one's also an 8-point game. Northwood Kensett up 20-12. Mason City is at Fort Dodge. And there's no scoreboard on that screen, so the mystery of that score there. And Charles City and Oelwein. Charles City up 7-0 so far in that one. Coach, this game here, some things we liked, some things obviously to work on here as we're halfway through the first game of the season. 14-6 the score. Good offensive drive for Lake Mills, but they did give up that short field spot and then that late touchdown in that first half.
You know, that's what's frustrating is that late touchdown because we had them 1st and 20 on their own 11-yard line.
Yeah.
And I think it was 3rd and 14, and they made a big play, a jump ball that went their favor, and then kind of another almost not kind of a jump ball, but a couple guys there for the Bulldogs, and they ended up taking it in for the touchdown. So, take away a couple of big plays. It's an 8-6 ball game. So, the Bulldogs are right in it, and they just got to eliminate mistakes. And I think I like our chances here.
Yeah, Gavin Peterson, the guy that made both those big plays, the jump balls you're talking about, clearly the main target here for Adrian Whipple and the junior at I think he's 6'4", big target out there. Going to have to make some adjustments here in the second half. But like you said, right in it, one-score game. Bulldogs get the ball first. They showed a lot of promise on that scoring drive they had. They capped it off with Zach Steeney touchdown to open the scoring on the campaign. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize on the conversion attempt, but still 14-6, and should be a good second half.
Yep, should be. Nash is kind of lagging behind everybody else there, so hopefully that's not a sign of anything. I did see him with a limp or two a little bit, and it looks like he's favoring something a little bit, but he doesn't have his helmet on.
That's something to keep an eye on here as the second half progresses. Obviously, one of the biggest weapons on this Bulldog team, really in all three sides of the game, offense, defense, and special teams.
He's getting his helmet on, though, so just saving his energy.
Yeah. Win or lose this game, Coach, another big thing is you want to come out of it healthy.
Yep,
First game of the
right.
season. You don't want anybody banged up, super significant. Obviously, you're going to be a little sore first game of the season, but nothing a little ice can't fix. Yeah, you hope that's the extent of anything after tonight, but
and
that goes both ways for both teams.
And, I'm thinking, too, offensively, if, maybe Coach Kurtz would like to maybe establish the single back there in their offense a little bit more. I think Awesome Ass maybe had 2 carries, maybe something like that. And Isaiah Torres is the other ball carrier back there, and he didn't have any carries. And Isaiah's nice to have Isaiah back. He was here as a freshman, and then moved to Mason City for 2 years, and now he's back here in Lake Mills. And he loves the game of football, plays hard. So I'm just curious, he might get a couple carries here maybe this second half and try and establish that B back or single back, full back, whatever you want to call him, maybe a little bit more. But getting to the edge worked well for the Bulldogs. And, Asher, I thought, settled in and had a couple decent balls. So
he also showed off his legs a couple times there, too.
Absolutely. He's got 2 or 3 carries for probably close to 20 yards. So
the groundwork is there. It's just the finishing the corners and stuff. So,
and for the most part, Eagle Grove played a pretty clean half.
They did.
That one 15-yard penalty for that blindside block. But other than that, pretty clean.
And they're winning the turnover battle as well. And, generally you win that. That's one of the, box scores can be deceptive, but that's one of those that generally if you're winning that battle, more often than not, you're going to win the point battle as well and end up victorious. But hopefully Lake Mills maybe can get a takeaway of their own here in this second half, but it'll start on the offensive side. They did reset the clock here to 3 minutes to let these guys come out and warm up. So if there's nothing else to add, Coach, I think we'll have a couple more ad breaks here and get our sponsors some more time. And when we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff. Again, Bulldogs will receive it here, so stay with us here on KIOW.com. Halftime show brought to you by Storby Seed.
Imagine a seed dealership where 100% exclusive Asgrow DeKalb genetics are sold, where they treat your seed corn with 40 pounds of nitrogen from Pivot Bio, protect your seed beans from disease. Then they deliver that seed to your farm or field. Meanwhile, a variable rate script shows up on your monitor, ready to plant. Once that plant emerges, a drone flies over to count populations and scout the plant's health. When fall starts, that place calibrates your yield monitor and manages your data. With that data, you make informed decisions like where to buy your inputs. Where is this place? Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Get ahead of HVAC headaches by scheduling your home's regular heating and cooling system tune-ups with the experts at Young Plumbing and Heating, your local Lennox dealer. Your air is worth the care. Regular preventative maintenance from Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's HVAC system is running efficiently. Catch any minor problems before they become major and ensure your home's air family. Contact Young Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your home's next heating and cooling system tune-up. Call 641-592-5611 or visit online at youngph.com.
At Lake Mills Family Dental, we prioritize kindness and respect while providing quality dentistry for all ages. I am Dr. Tao.
And I am Dr. Michael Melhoff. We offer a wide variety of procedures, including root canals, extractions, braces, and Invisalign.
We are now accepting new patients. Call now to make your appointment. We can't wait to meet you. Se habla español.
All right, back here. Halftime is over. Kickoff about to happen here. Bulldogs will receive to open up the second half, trailing 14-6 to the visiting Eagles of Eagle Grove here. Opening game of the season, a non-district opponent with the Eagles, and either way, you want to come out with a victory, and the Bulldogs have a chance to even up the scoreboard here with a touchdown drive and a successful conversion. And they've been good on kick return so far today. So we'll see if we can get another solid starting field position. Another squib kick. Goes through the legs, though, of Steeney. He'll have to retreat to pick it up. He picks it up at the 10 and has nowhere to go. All white shirts coming. About 6 white jerseys right in front of Steeney. So saying we've been pretty good. And then
Tough hop,
the first,
tough hop.
yeah, you're right. Tough hop first. Back in the, looks like the 12-yard line, 10-yard line, we're going to have the drive begin at. So,
tough field position, so we're going to have to work our way out of here. We haven't really had too many, explosive plays tonight. We need a chunk play here, too.
Stentrud in the gun. Motion man. It'll be a handoff on the counter.
That's to Torres. No gain.
Second down and 10. Stentrud comes to the sideline, talks to Coach Kurtz, gets the play, and will run back out.
So this new look offense here, it's still triple option, but just a little different. More screens, more smoke screens, tunnel screens, more deep motion. Yeah, that's the only problem when you have your quarterback come in and get the play.
Down to 3 seconds and down to 1. They do get it off. Little congestion in the backfield and falling forward.
Delger took the snap, I believe.
Delger on the carry up the middle.
It was Delger. No gain, third down and 10. That would be one of those times you would love that chunk play you're talking about.
Yep. Well, we got to get these plays in a little quicker. And Asher's got to run out back to the huddle a little quicker.
Down to.
Oh, there's a penalty. So they'll reset the. We need to reset the clock.
Did they decline it?
Yep, they declined it, but they need to reset the clock. Yep, they did. 25, there we go.
So the play clock is reset. A minute gone here in this third quarter. Third down and 10. Stentrud looking to throw. He will in the backfield. This is Delger. Makes a couple guys miss, but just is able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That throw was about 7 yards in the backfield.
Yep.
So it looked like, you didn't know where the line of scrimmage was. You would think, okay, you got about 7 or 8. You only got 1.
Right. So Eagle Grove defended that well. Had a lot of guys getting to the football.
Oh, Nash Delger back to punt. First time punted today at a pretty good roll. He does that rugby style, moving off to the side.
Good snap.
He'll have it end over end a little bit high, and it will bounce at the 39.
Let it roll.
And that is number 24, Austin Manis, touching it down at the 39.
Yeah, might have had 5-6 more yards in it, possibly.
So Eagle Grove coming out with some favorable field position, leading by 8.
Yep.
All spotted at the Bulldog 39-yard line. And this field position result of that kickoff and just the inability to move really at all on that opening drive here of the half. So now the Bulldog defense will have to step up a little bit. The pitch to the outside, stumbling down for a gain of 7 or 8 is the ball carrier Leland Spencer. Big gain there on first down for the Eagles.
Yep, able to get to the edge and
pick up of about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards.
So nice gain on first down for the Eagles.
32.
Second and a long 2 coming up. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Whipple under center. Spencer in motion.
Counter.
Counter play in the backfield.
A lot of space.
And oh, what a tackle there for Josiah Sheldall, and kind of appeared out of nowhere.
Yep, that's it. That's his flowing ability. But gives him a first down.
Ball spotted at the 25 of Lake Mills. First and 10 for Eagle Grove. Coming in late here is the quarterback Whipple. 10 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Still plenty of time. Whipple now waits for everybody to get set. Comes under center. 2 on the play clock. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw to the left. He's going to throw it to his favorite target, but he's overthrown. Looking for Gavin Peterson near that front pylon. Couple defenders there and a little bit too much on the pass as well.
Yeah, Whipple throws a good ball. I mean, a good spiral.
Second and 10.
And Whipple, first-year starter, just like the Bulldogs' Asher Stentrud. He was behind, now I can't remember his name. Brett Asherle.
Brett Asherle, okay.
For Eagle Grove was a starting quarterback last season. It is now Whipple's team. Spencer in motion. He'll receive the pitch, moving out to the right, trying to cut the edge, and he's going to be tripped up after a gain of about 1. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. Make it 3rd and maybe a long 8, short 9.
Yep. Nice play by Nash Delger that time from his safety spot. So a short gain of about a yard. So definitely in 4-down territory here for the Eagles.
Now, they did not have a field goal nor a PAT attempt last year. I would expect that to continue this season. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. 7:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Whipple under center for the Eagles. Takes the snap. The handoff will go up the middle. A lot of space, and upended is Trenton Robinson, but not before he gets 10 and a first down.
So a lot of room up there inside. Not sure where our middle linebacker went, but nice game.
Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. It's not quite 1st and goal, but 1st and 10 from the 12 inside the red zone now are the Eagles. Motion in the backfield. Whipple takes the snap, hands it off up the middle towards the outside. Tackle made by Josiah Sheldall once again.
Looks like Sheldall and Steeney and Obley maybe all in and helping there. So still a gain of 5.5.
Yeah. Inside the 10 down to the 8. Under 7 minutes left now in the quarter. Robinson in the backfield. Whipple setting up under center. Motion is Spencer. The handoff will go to Robinson off the right side. A couple yards there before he's brought down by the Bulldog defense. That is Manis on the tackle.
Good job there, defense. Short 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
All spotted right at the 5. 3rd and 2.
5-yard line.
First drive of the half on offense for the Eagles. They started at the 39 of Lake Mills, now at the 5. The handoff off the outside. And that is Robinson on the carry. He's going to get inside the 3.
Yeah, 4th and very short.
Rule it 4th and inches.
Just short of the first down, be 4th and inches.
Eagle Grove's going to take a timeout, talk about it.
So the Bulldogs will come over to their sideline. Coach Kurtz will gather up his defense and Coach,
Yeah.
what do you think Eagle Grove is going to go to
I think
here?
you just give it to Robinson, right? Just turn and hand it off to him, and on the other side, I think it's almost goal line defense here. You got to shoot the gap, stay low, and try and get a tackle for loss here. And that the Robinson kid, he's not super physical runner, but he runs low and he's always leaning forward.
Yeah. Always getting those yards add up.
Yep. He's not the fastest kid, but he's going to get you what you need to get in that offense, which is 3 to 4 yards or 5.
And he's efficient, like we said
Right.
last year. 6 yards a carry, just under that.
Yep.
You'll take that every time. That's two carries, you get a first down.
Right.
So, he's a very efficient back, and the Eagles offense leaning on him here tonight, leaning on him in the ground game, and Peterson through the air. 4th and inches coming up here. Bulldog defense back out, ready to go. The Eagles are still talking about it. 5:32 left in the third quarter. Score 14-6 here from Lake Mills.
Once again, a quick quarter, Bulldogs had it for what? 3 plays?
Yeah.
3 plays, and that's it. And over half the quarter's gone already.
The Eagles will break their huddle, come out toward the goal line here where they set up at the 4th and inches. 10 on the play clock. Motion in the backfield. Ball is muffed. This is going to be a break for the Bulldogs. They'll take over. Turnover on downs.
That's what they needed.
Big
Exactly
break
what they
there.
needed.
Recovered by the Bulldogs.
Just a muff snap. And even if the Eagles got on top of it, it would have been in the backfield. Turnover and downs either way. Big break there and holding off the Eagles from adding to this lead. Long field ahead, but you will take that.
Absolutely. Just got to get something going here on offense. Just kind of been stagnant the last 2 to 3 possessions they've had the ball.
Motion pre-snap. Had a couple penalties on the defense when Lake Mills was on offense last in that first half. This time it's going to be a legal procedure on Lake Mills.
Half the distance to the goal.
Well, that'll push it back a few yards.
Yep. Even though it's only 2.5 yards, it's a negative play. And the more negative plays you have, obviously, the less chance you have of moving the ball. Yeah, exactly right. We're backed up inside the 5 already, so.
And ball spotted at the 2. Oh, in the shadow of their own end zone. Snap, and a keeper for Stentrud. He's going to find some space before he is hit hard by the linebacker for the Eagles. Does get outside of a little bit of their end zone. We got a shaken up Bulldog, it looks like. 54.
Lane Sprecher, I believe.
Yeah, Lane Sprecher, the junior lineman at 5'8", 180, comes up hobbling.
Maybe got stepped on or kicked or what have you.
A gain of 3 on the play for the quarterback, Stentrud. 2nd and about 8.
Looks like an ankle. Ankle or knee. Gotta go, boys. Gotta go.
10 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Ball at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 8. 3 on the play clock. 2, the snap. Gives it off to Delger, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Safety.
And
nope, just
there
outside.
Yes.
Just outside.
Just outside. The Eagles are trying to convince the officials that it was a safety, but negative play for Lake Mills.
Somebody missed a block or something there because that guy came free.
3rd and 13 from the 1.
Looks like Lane Sprecher's fine. A little retaping.
2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. And another quarterback keeper and another big hit for Eagle Grove as Stentrud will be dropped after a short gain. And the punt team will come on for Lake Mills. So they can't really get anything going on offense. Again, they get the break on the defensive side, but the offense here in this half just really nothing doing so far.
6 plays and hardly any positive yards. So
4th and 10 for the Bulldogs.
See how this punt goes here for Lake Mills. Delger will end over end it. It's going to go over his head and roll across the 50-yard line. That is a beautiful punt.
You bet. That's a 45-yard punt.
Down at the Bulldog 48-yard line. That is where the Eagles will take over on offense, leading 14-6. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third quarter.
All right, here we go, defense, 3 and out.
Yeah, it's really playing this entire quarter and the inside of their own 20 on both sides of the football. Nice to be towards midfield, see if they can't get that 3 and out you're talking about and get going on offense. Handoff up the middle to Robinson. He'll spin out of a tackle. The ball came out.
It did.
And it's going to be Bulldog football. Josiah Sheldall, the recovering party. First down, Lake Mills. Exactly what they needed.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, he had about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Kind of got turned sideways, I think. And I think somebody punched it out. I'm not sure who recovered it.
Press box said Josiah, so
Not surprising
we'll go with Josiah Sheldall in on the play as he often is. Turnover there. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 44-yard line. The snap is going to be Stenchard on a quick pass. Caught by Steeney. Spins out of a tackle, but is wrapped up right away by reinforcements. A short gain on the play of about 4 or 5. You'll take that on first down here if you're the Bulldogs, especially considering how their offense has looked so far this half. That's
like to see Zach catch
probably
that
the biggest play of the half.
Catch that, get what he can get, and get out of bounds. Trying to turn him back in and to the inside, and that's where all the white shirts are coming from. So save yourself a hit. But positive play of almost 5. Looks like a good 5.
So we'll bring up 2nd down, 5 yards. 2:25 left in the third quarter. Motion from Steeney. He's going to get it on the outside. He's going to kick out to the left. Penalty flag flies, and an open field tackle is made on the far side, right in front of the Eagle bench. Can't see the number.
Probably a hold.
Great tackle nonetheless there, and we'll see what the penalty flag is. When you're cutting to the outside and that space opens up, there's always that potential for a hold, and the indicator is it is against Lake Mills. Holding on the Bulldogs. So that'll back them up 10.
Yep, back to the 41.
Back down to the just outside the 40.
Brings up a 2nd and 14.
Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah, that's tough. It's 2nd and 5, and now it's 2nd and 14.
Trips to the right. Single receiver left, single back to the left of Stenchard. He's going to look to throw. He's going to roll out to the outside, and he is sacked.
So is the official.
Stenchard could not evade the defender there. It was Robinson, Trayton Robinson, that athletic offensive running back, and making his defensive showing there. So it is 3rd down.
And a lot.
Very lot. All the way back to the 27-yard line. The first down marker is at the Eagle Grove 46. So about 30-something yards here. And it's going to be a keeper for Stenchard. He's going to cut it up the middle, get a few yards up to the 35, but it'll be 4th and still very long for the Bulldogs. And they'll have Delger come out, try to flip the field and pin the Eagles inside their 30-yard line. 20 would be nice, but don't want to get too greedy.
Right.
Another roll like that last one, though, who knows?
They're not, I don't understand. They're not putting anybody back deep. So, yeah, let's punt it, let it roll.
Delger standing on the 21, and he will let it go. Line drive kick, and it is going to roll towards the sideline. It'll fall out of bounds at the 33, 34-yard line. So good field position on the flip side, or I should say okay field position, but a good field flip for Lake Mills.
Yep, that looked like it had a potential to roll for about 20, but it kind of went sideways a little bit.
Yeah, straight to the side.
Nonetheless, a good punt and taking over at their 34. So 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs down by 8.
Whipple under center, takes the snap. He's going to look to throw.
Take another shot.
He will for his favorite receiver, and it is caught out of bounds. First down for Peterson. Gavin Peterson has had himself quite the first week of the season here.
Peterson on the reception.
Yeah, that was Mason Helgeson out there. Once again, just a freshman, but those guys are playing, fairly soft. But man, you got to backpedal and you got to turn. And you got to have your hands on them. And that was a nice ball, though. Nice ball.
Yeah, Whipple's thrown quite a good ball here today. Pretty much just, I think that one overthrow to the near side here was the only one that really didn't have a shot. And he's a good athlete, Peterson. If it's close, he's gonna make a play on it. But quarter comes to an end. We have no score in that third period. It's still 14-6. Eagle Grove on offense when we come back inside the Bulldog 30. Lake Mills will look for another stop or even another takeaway. So stay with us here on KIOW.com. Fourth quarter action coming back right after this quick break.
Get ahead of HVAC headaches by scheduling your home's regular heating and cooling system tune-ups with the experts at Young Plumbing and Heating, your local Lennox dealer. Your air is worth the care. Regular preventative maintenance from Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's HVAC system is running efficiently. Catch any minor problems before they become major and ensure your home's air is the best quality for you and your family. Contact Young Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your home's next heating and cooling system tune-up. Call 641-592-5611 or visit online at youngph.com.
Imagine a seed dealership where 100% exclusive Asgrow DeKalb genetics are sold, where they treat your seed corn with 40 pounds of nitrogen from Pivot Bio, protect your seed beans from disease. Then they deliver that seed to your farm or field. Meanwhile, a variable rate script shows up on your monitor, ready to plant. Once that plant emerges, a drone flies over to count populations and scout the plant's health. When fall starts, that place calibrates your yield monitor and manages your data. With that data, you make informed decisions like where to buy your inputs. Where is this place? Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
All right, fourth quarter just about set to get underway. Josiah Cleveland and Coach Bill Burns here with you. 1st and 10 from the 28 of Lake Mills for the Eagles. They're going to snap it, hand it off up the middle to Robinson. He'll get spun around and brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Sheldon on the tackle. Spotted at the 25, actually. 2nd and 7, gain of 3.
We're going to mark that as a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain. So good job. Good initial hit near the line of scrimmage. But once again, he kind of fell forward and moved forward for an extra yard or 2.
This is a big drive here for Lake Mills.
4 down territory again.
Keeper for the quarterback, Whipple this time. He'll be brought down after getting ankle tackled. Falling forward, though, again, as he gets, they keep moving it forward. It's going to be a gain of 6. 3rd and 1.
Just short of the first down, 3rd and about 1.
Yes, 4 down territory as Eagle Grove will have all year, and you hold them off from scoring anymore. You keep it a one-score game. You let them score, and
it's an uphill battle.
It definitely becomes a lot more difficult. Big drive here for both sides. Handoff to Robinson.
Big hole.
Open on the outside. He's got the first down and more. And that'll be marked inside or right around the 10-yard line.
Yep, that's that off-tackle play where they're blocking down, and I think they pulled there, it looked like. There's a big hole.
First and 10 from the 10 or 11. Might be first and goal. Hard to say. Again, we're on the left side of the 50, and it was the marker on the far end of the end zone there. So it's around the 10-yard line, though. First and 10 for the Eagles. Motion in the backfield. It'll be handed off up the gut for about 2 or 3.
Field. Looks like we got a cramp from one of the Bulldogs. No, but he's up. Josiah.
Two yards on the pickup, second down and 8.
That's some good penetration, I think, by Corbin Obley from the left side, but once again, didn't wrap him up. I think that's Austin Manis. They're playing. We got the linebacker in the gap on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback
keeps it off the outside, makes a cut, and waltzes into the end zone for the score. Third touchdown of the game for the Eagles, pushes their lead up to 20-6 with 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just, again, a lot of space there for the quarterback to roam.
Yep. And he got to the edge and he cut it back against the grain and missed tackle. And he was probably going to score anyway at about that point of his run. But so they're up 20-6. A lot of game left.
2-point conversion here. It will be given off to Robinson in the backfield. He's going to fall for it and get it. Point of contact was outside of the end zone, but again, the Eagles falling forward, getting that extra yardage, and this time it gets them 2 extra points as well. Makes the score 22-6.
Yep, 200-pound fullback there, and say a junior.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
only a junior, 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yep, very efficient. Gets those tough yards inside the tackles and falls forward.
And I didn't mention it yet, but Eagle Grove, a team that hasn't had a whole lot of success the last 2 years, just 1-17 the last 2 years. Their one win, week 9 of last year, 46-36 against Belmont. This is looking like a very much improved Eagle Grove team.
And I would guess, not seeing him these last 2 years, but I'm sure they were playing a lot of sophomores and juniors probably the last couple of years, and maybe even a few freshmen in there. But I did, like I said, talk to one of their coaches before I came up, and they were pretty optimistic that this group was going to be their best group they've had in a while. So,
yeah. And they're still relatively young. There's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only see 6 seniors on this list, so a lot of juniors, but they should be having a good season this year on the looks of things so far today, and a lot of those guys that are going to be returning next year. So the arrow definitely pointing up here for Eagle Grove.
Yep, and their numbers look good. I think I looked at their roster, and maybe, overall roster probably close to 40-ish or somewhere in there.
So 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Still a lot of game, as said, but 22-6. The score, Bulldogs with some work to do. I'll see if they can get some good field position. Another squibber. It's going to be picked up and dropped down right at the 31.
Had a little room there. He fielded it clean. He probably could have got another 10 yards or so.
Landon Christian on the football there.
If he's a lineman, yes. Drop down, cover it. So, yeah, we need some big splash plays here and in a hurry.
See if we can tap into that scoring drive the Bulldogs had in the second quarter. They were getting seemed like 6 to 8 yards just about every play.
Right.
Didn't really have one that broke out for 20 or anything, but they were getting some good, efficient yards per play. Gonna need some chunks, though, with only 9-10 left, down by a couple scores. Breaking a tackle in the backfield, Nash Delger. He's gonna cut against the grain and dive forward.
Yeah,
gain.
way too much penetration, though, by Eagle Grove defensive front. You know, if Nash could have got that mesh or the fake to the single back clean, he would add some more yards, but he had to fight through right away. But nonetheless, 8-yard gain.
Clock is running, 8:35 left in the fourth quarter. Two receivers on the near side. Now Nash Delger in motion. He'll receive it on the outside. He's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 54, Arturo Reyna Salazar, junior, 5'9", 160. Tackle for loss there.
I'm guessing he might, is he the outside? He must be the outside linebacker on that side. Yep, he is. So we're not getting him blocked.
Third down and 7 from the 35. Bulldogs own 35-yard line. Stentrud takes a snap. Quick pass to Manis in the backfield, and once again, a lot of white shirts behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled right away. Fourth down, another loss on the play.
Yeah, once again, 54 with the tackle, Salazar, and he came, he was free, he didn't bite on anything, and yeah, we seemed to, you know, do a good job on first down, and then second, third, we stumbled a little bit here.
7:10 left in the quarter. The Bulldogs back in their 34-yard line will punt here with Delger. He's going to fake it, throw across the grain. Destini makes one man miss, nearly tackled by his own teammate, and this fake is not going to work out. Only about 4 yards on it. I don't hate it.
Right.
Especially with the score being the way it is. You're not really getting a whole lot of success right now on offense, trying to spark something, but read well by Eagle Grove.
Yep, I agree. You know, good play call, but, you know, they weren't fooled, and, you know, and also they had 11 guys within 10 yards of the ball. Once again, they didn't have anybody back deep, so.
So the Eagles will take over on the Bulldog 38-yard line with a fresh set of downs. And in control here, 22-6. They'll hand it off up the middle to Robinson. He's going to fall forward for a good chunk on first down.
Yep, you know, I'd say in the first half, the line of scrimmage was probably about a tie. And definitely in the second half, Eagle Grove has won the battle up front.
2nd and 3 coming up here. 6:27 left in the fourth quarter. Single receiver to the right and left. Robinson in the backfield. Whipple under center. Motion. Ball's on the floor.
He's down.
He was down, and they do blow it dead before the pitch. Knee was down when he picked it up for Whipple, so negative play there. We'll bring up 3rd and about 4. Third and 4 upcoming here for the Eagles. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, halfway through the fourth quarter. Down to 8 on the play clock. Under center. Taking the snap, handing it off, cutting to the outside, breaking one tackle and being brought down.
Great play, Josiah, great play.
That is Leland Spencer being brought down in the backfield, and definitely the guy we've said his name the most on the defensive side.
I don't know, but I'm guessing he's pushing 15, 18 tackles probably, so he's dragging out there a little bit. because he's out there and everything, and as are the majority of the Bulldogs. Not much depth again. Once again, right there around that 28 to 30 roster size, and just struggled the last couple of years to get to that 35 to 38, which would make a big difference.
Down to 5 minutes left. It's 4th down. Here's the play. And in the backfield, Manis is there. Robinson is there. A lot of guys are there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Boy, he got bent backward very awkwardly, and he's grabbing his knee.
Well, you don't like to see this at all.
No. Hopefully it's just a little hyperextension, but he did get bent back awkwardly.
Robinson had such a efficient game. We've been praising him all night. Just a junior, 6 foot, 6 foot even, 200 pounds even.
Yep.
Real efficient player for Eagle Grove, and getting tended to here at about the 35-yard line with 4:56 left in the 4th. And getting help to his feet here, and looks like coming off on his own power for the most part. That's good to see.
Yep, unless the Bulldogs have a huge comeback here, I would probably set him down for the night if I was Eagle Grove coach. So, good stop for the Bulldogs there. And rose up there and stopped him with 2 downs, short yardage.
Bulldogs take over at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 timeouts left for Lake Mills, 2 for Eagle Grove. Bulldogs trail 22-6 here in the 4th. Stentrud in shotgun formation, motions Delger. He's going to look to throw, and he will throw across the middle right to an Eagle defender. That is number 3, Jackson Babcock, on the interception at about the 46-yard line. Second interception of the night for Stentrud. The first one came at the end of that half on the Hail Mary attempt.
Yep.
This one just
he had
a
some
little
pressure,
misread.
but it was well underthrown. Well underthrown.
Ball spotted at the 48. 4:51 left in the 4th quarter.
So Eagle Grove with a new fullback.
Whipple under center. He's going to roll out to the left, looking to throw.
Go get him.
He's got Peterson, the intended receiver, but it is out of play.
Second down.
2nd and 10 upcoming.
So 4:44 to go, 4th quarter.
Yeah, game's gone pretty quickly. We did start about 8 minutes early, but it's only 20 till 9.
Yep.
Good pace to this ball game, and handoff up the gut, breaking one tackle and scooting to the left a little bit. That's number 34, Colson Schaefer, freshman at 5'7", 145 pounds. Getting a solid gain on 2nd and 10, make it an 8-yard pickup. 3rd down 2.
Did a good job just weaving his way through.
The mosquitoes have found our table.
They have, absolutely. That was a big one.
3rd and 2, hands it up. No, it's a keeper for the quarterback, Whipple. He's going to weave through the defense and be brought down by Zach Steeney, but not before he gets well enough for the 1st down pickup. Fooled the defense, fooled me. And a lot of options in that backfield for Eagle Grove, and it's given this Bulldog defense quite the challenge here this evening.
Yeah, they're controlling the edge there. Austin Manis got controlled there, and he's the guy that's got to turn that in or make the play. And but Eagle Grove blocker did a good job blocking on him, and big gain.
So fresh set of downs at the 28-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle again to the freshman Schaefer. Brought down after a gain of about 5.
Stricker on the tackle. Spencer on that last carry.
So water timeout. Lake Mills timeout.
Bulldogs call timeout with 3:19 left in the quarter. Let's take this time and see if there's any score updates that I can pass along. West Hancock on top of Garner Hayfield Ventura in the fourth quarter, 40-0. Belmont Clemmy game is currently a 38-0 deficit for the Broncos to the Clarion Goldfield Dows.
Really surprising.
Still says the third quarter as well. With a lot of the third quarter left. Maybe that forgot to change it to the fourth, but 5 left in the third there. I don't see the Forest City game live anymore. That game must have ended. It was a big lead for the Lions there. Oh, I just didn't scroll. I scrolled down, not up. 55-0 the score. Clear Lake leading Forest City. 4.5 minutes left in that game. So, kind of a lot of lopsided games week one here. Here's the second down play. It's going to be a pitch outside to number 21 off the left side. Weaving through the defense and picking up the first down is Keegan Eisentrager, another freshman running back. Kind of just made himself small through those purple uniforms and picked up the first down.
You know, we're not doing a good job on the edge with our defensive ends. Our defensive ends are taking a step inside on that fake to the fullback, and then they're losing their leverage on the outside, and stuff they got to learn from.
3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Handoff in the backfield is still up.
Ball came loose.
Ball came loose.
I heard a whistle, I thought.
Ash Deldrin on the tackle. And they did just motion to the other way. They motioned Lake Mills football and the Eagle Grove coaching staff.
Not happy.
Very unhappy.
Bulldogs have recovered.
So a turnover there with 2:48 left. Bulldogs take over. And, Coach, I think we're going to call that tonight's play of the game.
Yeah, I don't. Interesting to see the film later, but it looks like to me that maybe the ball was fumbled and then maybe Lake Mills jumped on it and the whistle blew, but then we didn't have it because Eagle Grove ended up with it in the end zone, right? Is that what you saw?
I don't know what I saw.
I think Eagle Grove ended up with it in the end zone, but so there's a fumble, maybe a whistle, a recovery, maybe a fumble again. But, yeah, absolutely.
That's tonight's play of the game. Brought to you by H&R Block of Forest City, Garner, and Algona. H&R Block can serve your tax needs all year long and is proud to support the Lake Mills Bulldogs. Call 641-585-3751 in Forest City or 641-923-3169 in Garner today. Go Bulldogs. Snap here. And
goodness.
Brought down in the backfield. I think it's
fumbled the snap, and it's yep, mishandle on the snap and takes them to about the 3 or the 1.
Spot at the 1. 2nd and 13 from the 1. 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. Snap for Stenchwood. He's looking to throw. He's going to make a quick pass over to Steeney. Tries to make a guy miss with a hesitation move. Does get up towards that first down marker. Just kind of stuck his foot in the grass there and Almost made it look like he was in slow motion for a second. Good play there on the quick out pass. Second down and third and one, excuse me. Down to 10 on the play clock as the Bulldogs will break the huddle.
Get set.
Now down to 5. Everybody gets set. 3, the snap. Looking to throw is Stentrud. He's going to throw across the middle, looking for a receiver. Going up and making a great catch. Zach Steeney. First down.
Zach Steeney on the reception.
Yep, he's got really good ball skills and just went up and got it. Yep, here we go.
1 purple jersey, 3 white jerseys in the area, and it was Zach Steeney making the catch there. Minute 45 left.
Get lined up, boys.
Down to a minute 40, 1st and 10 from the 36. Stentrud takes the snap. He's going to look to throw once again. He's going to throw it outside, and that one is tipped off the fingers of Landon Christian. Looked like he had a good shot at making the catch there. And then Nash Delger was in the area. Maybe if that deflection goes the opposite way, something crazy could have happened.
Not a bad ball by Asher. Hit him in the hands. And Landon maybe jumped just a hair early, but
I've liked what I've seen for the most part from Asher tonight, and obviously playing behind Helgeson the last couple years hasn't.
First varsity start.
Yeah, it's been for the most part quite good here in this first contest of the season. Like you said, throws a good ball. And he's quite the athlete with his legs as well. Another tunnel screen. This is Delger on the catch. Breaks the tackle. Penalty flies from the backfield as Delger will get up towards the midfield logo. We'll see what the penalty flag is. Again, thrown from the defensive backfield.
Yeah, I'm guessing holding. Yeah, penalties have not been kind to us tonight. Nope, blindside block. So 1 for each team tonight.
I'll bring up 2nd and long now. Referee winds the clock. 80 seconds left in the ball game. 2nd and 20 from the 28, the official marker on a scoreboard. Man in motion in the backfield. And the congestion in the backfield. Stentrud's going to try to break out of it, but he is brought down.
Timeout, Lake Mills.
Didn't see the number on that one.
Yeah, I didn't either.
There was
might have been 50.
That would not be surprising. Linebacker senior Hayden Schaefer.
Yeah, I think that was. So I think that's Coach Schaefer. Son, I think he has a senior and a freshman. He's the assistant coach, also the head wrestling coach, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Colson Schaefer, the freshman, he had a couple carries and looked pretty good in those touches. But yeah, another snap and another play where it's just some backfield penetration for that defense of Eagle Grove. The quarterback Stentrud tried to make the most out of it, but wasn't able to get any gain on the play. It's 3rd and 20, and timeout was called by Coach Kurtz with a minute left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, just, lack of explosive plays, from what we've seen the last couple of years. And, that true flex bone that we've run and just getting the ball to the edge and just really no explosive plays really in the run game tonight.
Here's a snap, looking to throw. Stentrud over the middle, has Steeney. There's an explosive play. Steeney, nobody in front of him. He is gone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're going to get a flag.
Steeny spun the football in the end zone in celebration, so that'll be an unsportsmanlike. Can do that in the NFL, but not in high school.
Right.
And
right. And you're down. You're down by several scores. Happy for him to score, but keep it in perspective. Keep it in perspective.
Another good ball, though, from
nice,
the quarterback
ball.
Stentrud.
Beautiful ball.
And Steeny had the defenders beat across the middle of the field.
Yep.
Kind of looked off the defense towards that far sideline and then threw across towards the near side. What was that? 28 yards, so that was 72-yard explosive play, just as we were saying. We didn't really have anything. It wasn't a ground play, but it was an explosive play.
Yep, kind of speed, too. He caught it in stride, and, there's not too many people who are going to catch him on a football field, so.
But with that penalty, it'll bring it back all the way to the 17 for the 2-point attempt.
And I'm sure Coach Kurtz will talk to him, and, obviously, like I said, happy, great score, but, you can't do that in high school, so can't do it.
See what the Bulldogs can cook up here on the try. Looking to throw, quick pass, and it's out of the reach of Manis. Manis is upset with himself, but that was a little thrown out in front of him. Not sure a whole lot he could do with that. That one there. So the try is unsuccessful as the Bulldogs score a late touchdown here in the half. 22-12 the score now. So 49 seconds left in the ball game.
We'll do our onside here. Even though you're down by 10,
Week one, work on it.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Pretty good crowd here tonight as well, and everybody's excited for the football season. And
I think next home game will be homecoming. It's early this year.
Yeah,
September 12th, I believe.
And volleyball, first home volleyball match on Tuesday for the Bulldogs.
And who's that against? Don't know off the top of my head.
Oh, I should know because I mentioned it last night. Belmont Clemmy.
Okay.
Belmont team, they lost 7 seniors from last year's group, so definitely a lot of new faces out there, but they fell last night to Bishop Garrigan in 3 sets. Lake Mills defeated West Hancock in Britt 3-0. And great time of year. Football's back, volleyball's back. We haven't even mentioned Lake Mills Cross Country is going for a three-peat. They're the number one ranked team in the state. And
I'm going to make a trip down to Ames tomorrow. I'm a Hawk fan, but when you got one of your own playing, I have not seen Caleb play live in college.
Penalty flag flies here on the onside attempt.
So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
Yeah, he had a tough year last year, getting hurt in week 1.
Yep.
And, they played in week 0 last week.
Yep.
Ireland against K-State had a big win. Now they play a team they really can't overlook.
Exactly.
South Dakota's a really good team.
They are. So, a big game in Ireland and then the Hawk game 2 weeks, and it's a trap game.
Yeah.
If there are trap games, it's a trap game. But
Coach Campbell, he doesn't make his schedule easy on his guys, and that's why they've had so much success. Well, now they're doing the onside again. This is going to be swallowed up by the Eagles. That is Whipple on the recovery. 48 seconds left in the quarter. Hawkeyes play Albany tomorrow.
Yeah, 35.5 point favorite. So
later in the evening, and
probably one of their weakest opponents in the last several years. But excited for them to
get ready. Use this game to get ready for that big one next week. So.
Little different offensive style that they have, and new quarterback with a lot of accolades coming out of South Dakota State. And
yeah, it's a great time, and you got baseball season. Obviously, our team, my team at least, the Twins, have kind of, punted on the season.
They did.
It's we got postseason coming up soon. You're gonna have pro basketball, pro hockey coming up soon. It's just a really great time for sports.
Well, if you're a football fan, you can watch football from 11 a.m. till midnight. West Coast.
That's what I did when I came home last night from the volleyball game. Went home.
Yeah,
kind of bummed to see Nebraska ended up winning, but
me too.
It's great. West Coast football is awesome.
Yep, so.
Any football is awesome, including tonight. Despite the score, as the clock will tick down to 0, Lake Mills will fall to 0-1 on the year. Eagle Grove picks up a big victory here on the road, 22-12. We're going to take a quick break. We'll break it down in our post-game show. Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by Lake Mills Family Dental, providing dental care for all ages. Call for your appointment. We'll have our post-game show here in just about 2 minutes here on KIOW.com.
At Lake Mills Family Dental, we prioritize kindness and respect while providing quality dentistry for all ages. I am Dr. Tao.
And I am Dr. Michael Melhoff. We offer a wide variety of procedures, including root canals, extractions, braces, and Invisalign.
We are now accepting new patients. Call now to make your appointment. We can't wait to meet you. Se habla español.
You didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block serves over 2 million businesses like yours every year. From daycare providers to home contractors and realtors, we've seen it all. Find a tax expert who understands the ins and outs of your industry. Visit our offices in Forest City or Garner and start your small business taxes today.
In Forest City, call 641-585-3751. And in Garner, call 641-923-3169.
Summer heat, stormy weather, road construction, all these things take a toll on your vehicle. If it's time to get a new one, come see us at Forest City Ford. This is Michelle, and we have over 60 vehicles in stock, including 2025 Escapes, Mavericks, Broncos, Explorers, F-150s, and more. We can find or order any vehicle you want. Come see us now at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of Highways 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online anytime at forestcityford.com.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked Nyack students if we would recommend Nyack to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. Nyack is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose Nyack first.
At Lake Mills Family Dental, we prioritize kindness and respect while providing quality dentistry for all ages. I am Dr. Tao.
And I am Dr. Michael Melhoff. We offer a wide variety of procedures, including root canals, extractions, braces, and Invisalign.
We are now accepting new patients. Call now to make your appointment. We can't wait to meet you. Se habla español.
All right, welcome back to our post-game show brought to you by Lake Mills Family Dental. Bulldogs fall to Eagle Grove by a score of 22-12 here in Week 1. Coach, what did you like about today, first of all?
I think there's obviously some positives to take away. A lot of new faces, a lot of new positions, and the score didn't go our way, but the tackling's got to improve. There's a lot of missed tackles, and then just a couple of big plays, especially in that first half, with the turnover and then the big pass completion right before half. That was a big part of the game. But the offense was stagnant at times, and I think that'll get better whenever they're implementing a new system. It's still some triple option football, but it's not. It's up front it's more zone blocking. There's been a lot of changes there, but kids played hard. They were tired. Obviously, the first game of the year, you are going to be tired, and this team's going to get better. There's some youth in there, but kids played hard, and give credit to Eagle Grove too. They got some good players. So, and we came out of it healthy. It looks like so. Regroup and watch the tape and learn from it and. Just got to keep moving forward.
I got a first road matchup next week. Central Springs, they're 1-0 on the year, and a team that kind of put it to Lake Mills last year as well.
They did, and I think they got some kids back from last year that are some decent players. So it'll be another challenge. So with this team, it's going to be growing pains. There's going to be growing pains. So, but that's sports. When you lose some kids, we didn't really talk about, but we talked about Hayden Helgeson. Basically a 2 to 3 year starter quarterback, and Wyatt Hanna, basically a 4-year starter. Aiden Stenjude missed last year, but had been a 2-year starter, and some of those other guys off that team last year. And
Jeremiah Jensen, Carter Christensen from the backfield, Ethan Lawson, Austin Steeney.
A lot of those guys were 2-year starters. The junior year with a good playoff team and went 7-3, and then last year playoff team as well. So, we lost some kids, and so it'll take some time to replace those. So, but
it's that next man up mentality, and get an opportunity against Central Springs next week. First or last tune-up until district play begins in week 3.
Right.
With I already forgot who that.
BCLUW.
It is yes, BCLUW here at Lake Mills again, and then again you said homecoming, and then next week after that we're at Belmont for their homecoming as well. So homecoming is early, but. I was pleasantly and encouraged by Stentrud and his ability, both sides, both with running and throwing the ball. He had some good throws. Obviously, the highlight at the very end there to Steeney, but he made some plays with his legs too.
And I think he's going to learn. It's his first varsity. I'd like to see him run a little more physicality, but he had some good runs. He's just got to get his shoulder down. He's a tall kid.
Yeah.
He's a tall kid and threw some good balls, especially that touchdown pass. So, once again, his upside's very high. Not only his physical tools, but he can throw a good ball. And I know we're working in practice a lot with him on his motion, try to get that ball a little higher, on his release. But and he's working hard at it. So I agree.
Yeah. Then on the other side, something that obviously. Needs work. It's a lot of white shirts in the backfield tonight.
Yep. A lot of white shirts, like we said. For the most part, he will go over on the battle up front in the second half. First half was about a stalemate, but we'll keep working on their techniques. And like I said, it's zone blocking, and what that basically means is most of the time you don't have a man. You're going to come off the ball and usually going to double team a defensive lineman. Then one of the linemen is going to slide off to a linebacker. You see it in the NFL, college all the time, and so that's a work in progress, and it's new for the Bulldogs as well.
As they say, games are won in the trenches.
They are, absolutely.
So that about does it. We'll, if you want to tune in tomorrow morning, we'll have Coach Kurtz on the Coaches Show on KRW. I'll get his thoughts as well as all the other area coaches' thoughts on their contest from tonight. Let's take a quick peek at some of those scores. I believe it was a 40-0 win. Yeah, 40-0 win for West Hancock over Garner Hayfield Ventura. Clear Lake 68-0, leading, still 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter in that one. On the Belmont side of things, 44-16, clearing Goldfield Dows on top of the Broncos there. Mason City and Fort Dodge 8-7 going into the fourth quarter.
Good battle there.
Yeah, really good game. Another good one here, 26-all, Northwood Kensett and Cedar Ridge Christian in that contest. And I think that about does it for our area. So a couple blowouts, couple really interesting games still. So you want to go tune in on those. But 22-12 the final score here from Lake Mills Bulldogs, 0-1 on the year. Eagle Grove 1-0. We've got Central Springs next week, 7 p.m. from Manly. Pregame will be about 10 till. Stream will start at about a quarter till 7 o'clock. So I hope you'll tune in back there as well. And then 2 weeks from tonight, if you're unable to make it to homecoming, tune in on the stream. But it's homecoming here in Lake Mills. Always a fun time for all athletes involved and the students as well. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Any closing thoughts, Coach?
Nope. Just get back to work on Monday. It's Labor Day. Hopefully, everybody has a good holiday weekend, and the kids will get back to work and break down what they can improve on, and like I said, move forward.
That's Coach Bill Burns. I'm Josiah Cleveland. My dad, Jody, on the camera. Thank you to him as always Great work tonight. That'll do it for our broadcast. Again, thank you to our sponsors as well. If you heard any of those sponsors, go frequent those businesses. Tell them thank you so much. Without their financial support, these streams, free streams I should add, would not be possible. So thank you to all of them, including our title sponsors, pregame sponsor, Young Plumbing and Heating, our halftime sponsor, Storby Seed, Lake Mills Family Dental, the postgame sponsor, and H&R Block, play of the game sponsor. I'm Josiah Cleveland. Have a great and safe Labor Day weekend, and we hope to see you back here in 2 weeks for homecoming and back on the video stream 1 week from tonight at Manly against Central Springs.